And we are live. Hello, guys. Time to tie something difficult. Uh, it's going to be really interesting, this one. I'm going to tie very, very slow. Really concentrate, trying to make a nice fly. And it might be a few parts, but let's continue as long as possible today. Until I feel I drop my concentration. Then I just reschedule another one for tomorrow and the day after that, etc. Until it's done. So it's a Traherne pattern. Let me see. I took a 5/0 hook, long shank, Traherne. This one is actually made back in the days by Jonas Andersson. So let's continue. First, gold tinsel. I go with the extra small in this case. So let me just tie that one in. I'm just gonna secure everything properly. We want to have a nice finish of this fly. So let me see. A few wraps. I think I go with maybe 4 wraps actually. There we are. So going back with the thread and securing that. And they then tie that one in. So the pattern of choice today is Traherne. Let me see how you pronounce that one. That's not an easy word for a non-English guy. Let me see. Nepenthian or something. Let me see. Yeah, I don't gonna embarrass myself trying to pronounce that correctly. So let's just continue tying. So, and then going back with the thread again. I'm gonna have some nice silk on this one as well. Quite a lot of it actually. So, yellow silk. It's yellow silk in almost all classic salmon flies. So if you don't know which color to get, black, red, and plenty of yellow and light blue. And green if you want to tie green Highlander. Most common ones. So let me cut that one off. So time to wrap this yellow silk. Tight wrap backwards. This one is a little bit twisted, so I untwist it at the same time as I wrapping it backwards. And then back again to the front. And then I just tie it in. And then securing the silk. There we go. So I'm just going to cut that part off. So just building up a bit with the thread. Leveling, as I call it. There we are. So I'm going to apply a bit of wax. Oh, hi Keith. Sorry, I forgot to look in the chat. Oh, so you have your morning coffee and looking at me tying. That's a perfect combination. I love that. So I'm going to keep a close eye on the chat, so make sure to, write anything you like there. So, tail time. I prepared a tail already. So, we're going to tie that one in. Might be a bit long, but nobody remembers a coward, so let's just tie it in. And it's a bit low, so I'm just going to change that a bit. There we go. Maybe a bit high, something in between. I think that looks okay. And then it's Indian Crow. In this case, I do a substitute. I think this one is from Ryan Houston. He still makes them, and there's a few other guys making them as well. Really useful to have. So I'm going to apply a bit of wax again. And we got a storm outside. Hopefully, I will not get any power loss. But yeah, you will see. If the screen turns black, then I'm gone. So, Indian Crow substitute going on top of this one. And it did twist a bit, so let's just reapply it. It's still turning. So I think I'm going to tie it in somewhere here, and then I can play with it. Then it's easier to place exactly where you want it. There we are. So, just cutting the leftovers there as well. And I did color some ostrich curl yesterday. I did a small video on it. But I did color it teal just to see which color it turned into. I haven't used teal before, teal blue. But I noticed actually, I can show you guys. There it is. It's too dark. So this morning I did one again in Kingfisher to get closer to the color of choice, Cotinga-ish color. So this one is just straight from the kitchen. Bit of wax again. Yeah, that one looks good. We're gonna continue with the white wax. The body has so light color, so I don't want to interfere with the black wax in it. It's gonna get messy. So let's tie this one in. A bit more wax. So it's going to be really interesting in tying a Traherne pattern live. Not done that before. So, just cutting off the stem of the ostrich hurler. Few tight wrap with this one. And the good thing, since I just colored it, the stem is soft and nice, shouldn't break. There we go. So just tying that one in as well. And then pushing the fibers backwards a bit. Feel free to use the chat if you guys want. There we go. So next step is to tie in some oval gold tinsel. So just applying a bit of wax before that step. So going back with the thread again. I think I'm gonna tie in quite a lot. Let me have a look. Hi mate, how are you? Nice to see you. So I'm using the tinsel to level up a bit underneath the hook. Just to make sure when it meets the gift, so to say, I don't get a bump. So now I just need to figure out. Let me just get a measurement. So somewhere there should be sufficient. And then we have light blue silk. I'm very fine, thank you. Nice to join the this live video. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. At least I do. It's gonna be a nice challenge tying this one. So just tying in the blue silk. And actually, I'm gonna use gloves today, since I don't want to ruin the shine of this blue lovely silk. And this is a different brand. It's a bit more sensitive than the others. So, glove time. Same procedure here. Tight wraps backwards. This one is also twisted, so I'm going to untwist it as we go. I did notice a fiber there. So, let's begin. So the trick here is not to get stuck in a bobbin holder, or just make a knot or something on the silk. My blind eye hooks are mainly handmade. This one is from Jonas Andersson. He has he don't do hooks anymore, but Graham Kelly has taken over his work. Then you have a few other hook makers like Yoshihiro, Bayron in US. So I also have some old hooks that I procured. I've been collecting hooks for many years. But today it's hard to get any nice bargains on eBay, etc. So you can also rework other hooks with a similar thickness of the material. So slowly getting there. I want to have one more wrap down here, and then we change forward again. Now I'm trying to keep an eye on the thickness of the silk. So you get a nice even body. So slowly getting there. Hi, Adam. The dye I did use yesterday was Old Vineyards. But really, any acid dye would do. Doesn't matter really, as long as you take your time coloring it accordingly. And there we are. So I'm just going to tie this blue one in. Oh, sorry. Was a bit faster. There we go. Not really happy with the blue silk though. I would need like a silk burner or something. But let's continue. So there it is, secured. Just gonna remove the gloves here. Ah, nice. Megan Boyd, yeah. She was a talent. World famous for her flies. So I'm just gonna rug a bit on the silk here. Yeah, it's okay. So, gold tinsel, guys. 5 turns. So let me see. I want to do it quite equal. 4. And then we have 5 and tie in. So now to the fun part. Just gonna look at the tinsel. Yeah, it's okay. Time for these ones. So let me just have a check. I like to double check the pattern description. Just so I don't do anything crazy. Sometimes you get carried away and yeah, you forget a few steps. So I'm just gonna take out a few feathers and see if they match. So that one goes there and there. Let me see. I want to find equal matches. So they level up nicely, as you can see. But then I'm going to tie them in so I can put the middle wing in between. So I think I'm going to go with even larger ones. I'm going to see if it's too big. So if you go like that, then I think we're pretty close. So I just want to find another one with the other curve. Sometimes it's good with a huge goodie bag. There we are. They look big. So just gonna see if they pair up. And they do. Almost. But I think that's sufficient. Just gonna have a check again. So just cutting the fibers on the sides of the stem. There we go. Doing the same on this one. This is a lovely fly. A lot of things going on in it. So I hope the end results will be okay. Not the pattern you normally would tie live. You would hide in the basement and lock the door from the inside for a week. So just pairing up the feathers again to see where we are. So I think I'm going to tie them in one by one, a little bit offset, so they actually leave a room in the middle so I can fit the middle wing, etc. later on. Or maybe that's too hard. Let me see. So it's a bit of trial and error as we go. Yeah, finding material is really hard. I've been collecting for many years. There is a few suppliers, few in US, and some things you can find at Coxhill in the UK as well. But yeah, there's a few suppliers still. And then fly tying friends, fairs that have classic salmon fly tires in the stand is a good alternative as well. Now that one turned a bit, so I'm gonna reset it. And no worries, the chat is for questions, so just shoot them as they get to your mind. So I still think I'm gonna try to tie them in one by one. Because I'm going to have a gap on the top. And today there's substitute for feathers. Oh, there's always been substitute for feathers, of course, but Cotinga today and Indian crow is just ridiculous in prices. And of course, you shouldn't use rare birds when tying. So let me see where that, it turns. So this one can be a bit tricky. Let's see how it goes. So I have to tie them in both at the same time. However, fitting the middle wing gonna be a nightmare because they're gonna pressure towards each other. But the power of a dubbing needle. Is it too short? I think I'm gonna just pull it back a little bit. Maybe even a bit more. Let's do that. There we are. I think that's sufficient. And then I can easily is the wrong word, then I can, without huge nightmares, fit the wing. Oh, the storm is picking up. So I think I'm gonna go with that size. It's quite a lot of fiddly work, but I hope you enjoy it anyhow. It's not any flyer speed tie. So that one goes there. Just pairing. So one feather done, and I just need to do the other one. It's always pairs. I've seen guys, just doing one side, but yeah, I don't recommend that one. So I think I have the right feather here. And this one, it's pitta. It's a substitute. So let's see how they pair up. It's the first time I tie this pattern. So now this one looks small. So I'm gonna find yet another one. It's pouring rain outside. So now I think we have the equal length of it. So just remove the sides on it. Now we should be able to pair them. And there we are. So that one we're gonna tie in. But before we do that, just gonna wax the thread. So what I normally do, I just turn it upside down. Simple as that. Then making sure they are even. Nah. Wonder if I can hand force this one. Yeah, it looks like it. Nah, I need to reset. They got stuck on my fingers there. So now the one on top is turning. Okay, let's restart. Shouldn't be easy. So I need to add a bit more pressure to the tying point there. It's very, very thin stems. So now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna tie in the one underneath first. So let's start there. Sorry for being silent, a bit of concentration. Oh, wait. See if I can. Almost there. I'm just twisting the stem a bit. And there we are. So a bit more wax. So just want to make sure it doesn't twist. Now it looks good. And I have the hook turned a bit so I can see what I'm doing. So the pair on top then. Yeah, good quality tying classic salmon flies is patience. So that one needs to be tied in more closely. Now it splits the wrong way, as you can see. So let's see if I can sort that out, or if I need to take a new pair of feathers. Now everything is moving around here now. Hi, Tom. Yeah, it's not an easy one, yeah? But normally, I don't have any bigger issues with these kind of flies. But I do today. But there is. There we go. So I think I'm gonna leave it there, because then I can actually fit the middle wing. I wonder how it's gonna react though. Oh, horizontal wheelings. Yeah. But I actually think horizontal wheelings most of the time are easier. So I'm just gonna apply the ostrich curl here. And I see this one is not 100%. It does turn a bit. I just want to try to master it. Do as I want. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then I can fit the wing in there. So let's try the hurl. So this is the hurl I dyed this morning, just to make sure I get the right color. Teal blue was too dark, so I went with the kingfisher. Yeah, it's going to be a constant struggle making that one pointing in the direction I want. The substitute has so thin stems, so that's the biggest issue. And there we go. Just a few turns to secure it. Just pressing it backwards a bit. I think actually it's going to be easier when I have the middle wing here. Then it can put some pressure. So, a bit of wax again. I'm going to add oval gold tinsel. And same here, I'm going to add quite a lot to the body. Just to even out a bit. And there we're going to start with the yellow silk. Just going to clean the table first. You don't want to have all the fibers from the feathers in your silk. That's not really nice. There we go. Bit of silk there. Just going to remove the other feathers. Oh, the most enjoyable is it's more like art. So you end up in your bubble, not really aware of the surroundings, and you do what you like the most. And it's challenging. It takes time. It will kick your ass. Sorry about the language, but yeah, you learn patience, and you become humble to the challenge of tying a fly. Sounds a bit strange, but yeah, I like it. So just applying a bit more wax there. Just tying it in. Tom, I didn't see that fly you mentioned. You can send it to me if you like to. Would be fun to see it. So, yellow silk, tight wraps backwards as always. And this one isn't that sensitive as the blue was. So that's why I don't use my gloves. So just to the blue ostrich, and then we're going back again. Trying to make an even body. And then tie it in. Thanks a lot, Tom. Will be very, very nice to see it when I'm done for today. So I think I got concentration to finish the body and maybe the Yeezy on top. Else at least the body. And then trying to continue with the same tinsel width, so to say. It's become a bit short. There we go. Looks okay from my side. I hope it looks okay from your side as well. So, toucan. Another feather that is not funny. Last time I applied toucan wasn't just 2 flies ago, I think. They just went on as I've never done anything else in my life. Most likely that will not happen today. You can hardly see them. So. Yeah, it's like air. So I'm gonna find, I think I'm gonna do 2 on each side. So to say 4 on top and 4 below. And I'm gonna tie them in a bit on the side to leave a gap for the wing. Yeah, it was in the Jock Scott, the one I tied recently. Smack on. Doesn't happen often, I would say. Let me see how that one turns out with the one next to it. Let me see, it's not that tight. So doing the same on the other side. There we have one left. Bit of wax to the thread. So this one is pushing more. And then I can fit the wing in between. Okay. So just cleaning up a bit. I think it should be underneath as well. Yep. So let's prepare that. Then I need additional 3 feathers. I have one on the desk already. You don't want to sneeze when you have these ones on the desk. So that's one pair. And that's another pair. So then we have this last one. There we go. So just cutting all the leftovers. A bit underneath. And I'm gonna tie the rest in. So get that out of the way. And before I forget, I have 3 more toucan feathers here. So I'm just gonna put them in the bag, else they are gone forever. So it's starting to come together. Time for some more ostrich oil. Just gonna have a look here. Take a new one. A bit of wax. And then back with the thread. Just securing it. And then back again. So let's add the herd. And then a bit more wax. Then we have gold tinsel. Just tying it a bit. I don't want to have too much tinsel in the front there, so I'm going to cut it here. It's not really going to be even. I was a bit unfocused, so the blue and yellow part is a bit larger. However, normally it looks good anyhow, since the hackle is covering quite a lot of the front. So as you see, I already need to tie a new one. That was bad. But then see it as a practice turn. So now, Indian crow. We're gonna go with the substitute. Just need to find them, which I did. We're gonna take 2. And that's gonna be underneath. Just gonna prepare this one first. Remove that part. Pair them up and see how they play together. So let me first remove a bit of this fluffy part. So, bit big still. And I'm just gonna look at the pattern description. Yeah, there we are. So, somewhere like that. So I just need to make the other one equal size. There we are. So, next to the thread. So, parrot. Not really that red, but red parrot is not red. So I think I need to strip one side, but I'm gonna try without first. But I just gonna brush it to loosen up the fiber. Yes, you know what I'm doing. So this is gonna be interesting to see how it goes. Because the good thing, this one is not that, the stem is not thick. Otherwise you need to divide the stem. So I'm just gonna tie it in. There we go. It's all over the place, the hackle. I will not add too much, just these 2 wraps, because I don't have that much room left. But I got sufficient room. So there we go. Then I'm just gonna fold down the hackle on the side. Yeah, I'm gonna wet it and twist it together a bit and then brush it out. But I think that's a good start for today. Maybe I add the yeasty. Yeah, we can add the yeast as well. Doesn't really. Let's see what we got. Removing a few tools. Because it looks naked now. So I want to leave it in a nice state. Easy. So let's see, it's going to be quite long. Maybe even a bit longer. So now we're talking. So let's find another one. So I'm just going to pair them up and see if they match. It looks okay. Just want to see where I'm going to tie it in. So pairing them again. Hey, David. How are you, mate? So I think that's a good time point because then we get all the way to the back with the GC. Good to hear, mate. So I'm going to add some black wax. Thanks a lot, Tom. So let's try to add this yeast then. It's nice when you wax the thread and then you use everything before you tie it in. But you want to make sure here, at least since I don't want this one to cover, should be a feather for the wing. So I want it to be a bit upwards. But that's going to fit quite good. Yeah, I need to wet the front tackle as well, forming it. But I think that's a pretty good start for this fly, and tying it online that you really shouldn't do. So I think that's all the power I have in my body to concentrate for today. So I'm gonna schedule in part 2 for tomorrow. If you're interested to look at the progress. Of course, I save my lives on YouTube, so you can watch them later as well. But let me change angle. Still alive, as you see. That's basically it for today, and I'm very, very thankful for you guys who did watch this one, and also for all the comments in the chat window. So let's pick this up tomorrow if you got time, and see you in that one then. Bye. So I just need to find how I finish this one. There we are. Finish. Bye.